Hi, welcome to Geeta's classes. Today we are going to see about the course Discrete Mathematics MA 8351. Under this, we are going to see about the rules of inference. Okay, so moving on to the topic. So this is coming under Unit 1 Logics and Proofs. So under this, we are going to see rules of inference. Okay. So these are the rules generally followed in rules of inference. First one is rule P. A premise may be introduced at any point in the derivation. Okay. So rule P is the given premise. That is the premise given in the question. So you have to introduce that question premise. That premise can be named as rule P. Okay. Next one is rule T. A formula S may be introduced in a given derivation if S is tautologically implied by any one or more of the preceding formula in the derivation. So you can combine one formula as well as with the another formula. Okay, so we can combine two formulas by using rule T. Okay, so the next rule is rule CP. Rule CP is otherwise known as deduction theorem, right? So we can derive S from R and a set of premises, then we can derive R to S from a set of premise alone. Okay, so we can derive S from R from a set of premises, then we can derive R from S from a set of premises. That is nothing but rule CP. So we can use rule P, rule T, rule CP in any of the rules of inferences. Okay, so using the problems, using these rules, we are going to see the problems based on rules of inference. Now, the next rule of inference are, we can use these rules also. So first one is tautological form of the rules of inference. Okay, and then name of the rule. Okay, so we can see one by one. So first one is P implies PRQ, right? So the rules of inference can be written as P, therefore PRQ. That is, this is the tautological form. This is the rules of inference form. So P can be written as either P or Q. Okay. So that name for the rule is addition. Okay. One more rule for addition is there. So that is Q implies P or Q. So if Q is given, we can replace Q by P or Q. Okay. So the rule of inference is Q can be written as P or Q. The rule is addition. The name of the rule is addition. Okay. So if P and Q is given, you can replace that by P or Q. Okay. So that is addition. Next one is P and Q implies P. We can replace P and Q by P. That is simplification. Okay. So if P and Q is given, you can write it as P, or you can write it as Q. That is simplification. Okay. So one more simplification is P and Q can be written as Q, right? So the rule of inference form is this one. P and Q can be written as Q. So that is simplification, right? Next rule is modus ponens. So here P and P implies Q can be written as Q. Okay. The rules of inference mode is P, you are combining with P implies Q. If you combine these two, so P get cancelled, you will be getting the answer as Q. So if you combine P and P implies Q, you can write the answer to be Q. So that rule is modus ponens. So often we are using modus ponens and modus tollens in problems. Okay. So now what is meant by modus tollens? So here not Q and P implies Q can be written as not P. That is modus tollens. The rules of inference form is like this. If you add not Q with P implies Q, Q get cancelled. Instead of P, you have to write it as not P. That is modus tollens. Tollens means negative of that value. Okay. So ponens means positive. Keep it in mind. Okay. So you have to remember these two formulas, these two rules. This is very, very important. Often we are using modus ponens and modus tollens. Okay. Next one is disjunctive syllogism. So P or Q and not P can be written as Q. Okay. The rules of inference form is we can combine these two, P or Q, combining with not P. Not P and P get cancelled. You are getting Q. That is disjunctive syllogism. This is also important. So you have to remember all the names of the rules of inference. You have to write these names within brackets for each and every problem. Okay. So for all the problems, you have to mention the names also, rules of inference names also. So you have to remember the name, right? Standard names, modus ponens, modus tollens, disjunctive syllogism. All these names you have to remember. Okay. So we'll see in the next video the problems for rules of inference. Okay. Thank you. If you like this video, share and subscribe. Thank you.